Hey everybody, Craig here from CLP Bushcraft, and I'm doing this YouTube video today from getting tagged in a question and answers deal. Brian, who's got a YouTube channel somewhere outside, tagged me. I appreciate it, buddy. But he tagged me in this, and there's a list of 8 questions, and he got tagged, and then he tagged some other people, and if I want to, I could tag people at the end of this one. But anyway, he's got a cool YouTube channel. Check him out. Like I say, it's somewhere outside, and I'll put a link below. He lives up north, and he's always out hiking and doing overnight camps and that kind of thing, and real cool channel. He's got some land that he goes to a lot. He's built him a little lean-to style shelter and camp stuff. It's really fun to watch him, and I really like watching his hiking videos. I get to live vicariously through you, brother. Down here in East Texas, we don't have any place to go do that kind of stuff. But I'm here at my camp on my land, and I was gonna do these questions and answers deals for y'all. So start it off. The first question is, what is your most memorable camp? Well, like I say, I'm not able to go and hike in the forest and camp and stuff. I wish to goodness I could, but down here where I live, I just don't have access to that. But camping, though, I've done all my life. Growing up, me and my cousin, best friend Brad, we always camped close to on his grandma's land, and the land here that I'm on now. This is my grandparents' land, and we camped here and had a good time, camping growing up throughout the years. But the most memorable one would be the Kickapoo Creek. Runs it's north of our place, about 6-7 miles, I guess. It's got a lot of bottom land down there, and me and Brad and his uncle Danny, we went camping one year down there while we was duck hunting. We used to always duck hunt there every winter. So we went up, set up camp down there. He had a little Coleman stove a little single burner stove, and we made a stew that night, and sit around the fire and had a good time. But the next morning we got up and went duck hunting, and we'd go to different little areas where we would be at and hunt, and anybody that duck hunts knows that there's a time window there, and in the morning they fly just after sunup. They fly really good. They're coming in to feed from roosting the night before, and so after the main ducks stopped flying in and stuff, we kind of gathered up there close to a little slough, and we were just standing there talking, and all of a sudden we seen something coming towards us, and it was huge, flying, and we're looking at it and thought, well, it might have been like a buzzard, but no, it was too big. But anyway, when it got up close to us, it come over just below treetop level, and it was a huge bald eagle, and that's the first bald eagle I've ever seen out in the wild, and it was just so cool to see that eagle and coming over like that and just fly right above us, and it was a really cool camp, and I'll remember that forever. The second question is, do you prefer solo or social trip? Well, when it comes to trip, I would probably be more of a social. I would, if I'm going somewhere like down in the hill country in Texas, more southern Texas, we have several parks down there that I really like going to, and Personality State Park and Enchanted Rock and them. But if I was going on a trip with somebody like that doing it, I'd rather go social. be it with one of my best friends, Brad or Michael or something like that. If I'm just coming over to do bushcraft stuff, like on my property, and just like doing a little overnighter over here or something, I would rather be solo, just because it's basically my time. I can do what I want to do, and I ain't got to rush, and But on a trip wise, it'd be social. What is your favorite knife? Without a doubt, my favorite knife is my Survive Knives GSO 4.1. I love this knife. It's in CPM 3V steel, and this is their older model. But I have put this knife through the ringer. I mean, I have beat this knife through really seasoned red oak and batoned and carved and whittled, and yeah, I love this knife, and it is hair popping sharp. I got on order right now a Survive Knives. Sorry, a Adventure Sworn knife, and it's they did a little short time window there where you could do a custom order with them on a Mountaineer, and so I ordered a Mountaineer and got it just well worn different handle scales. I got walnut handle scales and ivory liners, and so yeah, I'm kitting it. It should be in hopefully in the next couple of months, and it'll probably give this one a run for its money. But I plan on using it and testing it out, and it's more of the bushcraft style knife. That's why I really wanted it, because it's a Scandi grind and everything, and it's also I got it in CPM 3V steel. So, but right now, my Survive Knives, and I'll love this knife forever and never get rid of this knife. Let's see, the next question. What is your favorite method for starting? Oh wait, no. Number 4. Where did you learn your bushcraft skills? That's kind of a tough question. I've always been outdoorsy. I've always been doing stuff outdoors. I learned a lot of stuff from my dad, who's taught me stuff over here. I've learned stuff over here from my grandpa. But far as, I've always done different things, bushcraft, before I really knew that it was bushcraft, I guess you'd say. We've always built tree houses and forts and, always stuff like that. Like I said, we camped on my cousin's grandma's land. We built a little cabin out there. And I was always liking to carve on wood and that kind of thing. But far as bushcraft, I would say Joe Robinette from the YouTube, Joe Robinette Bushcraft. I had a neck injury that I wound up. They say I got degenerative disc disease, and I had a bulge disc, and then I wound up crushing another disc in my neck after I had some injections, so the pain went away. I was out doing stuff, and I wound up crushing it. But I lost strength in my right arm and my right tricep. It still ain't back to normal yet, but hopefully it will. The nerves are rehealing, they say. But while I was down, I was in a neck brace for 3 months. From October 16th through January the 2nd of this year. But while I was in this neck brace, I was laid up, couldn't do nothing, and which really sucked because it was my favorite time of the year, the fall and winter, and there I am laid up. But I watched a lot of YouTube, and that's when I found Joe Robinette's channel, and man, he was inspiring. Wow. I watched the stuff he did and doing the solo camps and the gear he had, and I was just like, wow, I want to do that. And so after I got out of the neck brace, the day I got out of the neck brace, I come over here to the property. That's when I started this shelter, and I cut down 7 trees and everything with this. I didn't use a chainsaw with nothing over here. Everything I cut down was with a silky Gomboy saw. and then I wound up getting a Agua Canyon saw, and but everything here was all done by me, by hand, um, and cut everything by hand and drug in here. And then right now I got a four wheeler. My four wheeler's running again, but back then it was broke. I had it in the shop, and when I started doing all this stuff, I would walk. We got 150 acres over here, and I would get different stuff and tote it in to here. Everything was toted in to this location here, and so yeah, the day I got out of the neck brace to come over and cut down 7 trees, I started this shelter. So, and watching his channel, it just lit a fire under me that I didn't know really existed, but really got into the bushcraft and love it. I mean, it's like a passion for me now. Let's see here. What is your favorite method for starting a fire? And I'll have to agree with you on this, and Brian. It's the fat wood and a striker. That is by far my favorite. I've done fire so many different ways. I've done bow drills. I've done solar fires, flint and steel, just your normal lighter and matches and stuff. But if I'm going to make a fire, normally 99.9% of the time I'm going to use fat wood and a striker. That's just my favorite. What is your most essential piece of kit? And I was thinking about that. I wanted to say my knife, but it would have to be my Gransfors Brooks outdoor axe. If I had to have one deal, I mean, like if you was dropped off and you had one tool, then I'd have to have this one, because this one I can still do fine stuff cutting wise with it. You can clean a squirrel with this axe, and still cut down trees big enough just like this to make a shelter. So it would have to be my Gransfors Brooks outdoor axe. I love this little axe. Now I want to get a Gransfors Brooks Scandinavian axe, but I ain't found anybody that's got them in stock yet. So, well, I have found some, but as far as price wise, some of them's outrageous on price. So I'm just waiting. I'll get me one of them later, but this is by far my favorite. Let's see here. Do you prefer wood or gas stoves? Wood. That's my favorite. I've got the little Firebox Nano titanium stove with the little X case, and I love that little stove. I was over here yesterday. I made a Swedish fire torch in it, and it's the first time I've done that. And yeah, I love that. Now, as far as I do have an MSR pocket rocket with the fuel canisters and stuff, and yeah, that's easier. And if I was doing something far as long distance hiking, and you're hiking a long ways and you're set up camp, yeah, I mean, you're gonna be tired and everything else, and lighting an MSR pocket rocket with a fuel canister is a lot easier, and a lot of time that you ain't got to mess with trying to get a fire started in a little twig stove or something. But yeah, if I had my choice, it'd be the wood. And then this is question number 8. Do you carry a bug out bag? No, not anymore. Used to. I did. I toted I had a Maxpedition. Can't remember the brand, which one it was. But anyway, I had it set up as a bug out bag. And when I started my YouTube channel, that's kind of my whole goal in the YouTube channel, was like EDC items. And I toted it all the time and felt like I needed it. And now though, I mean, now that I do more of this bushcraft stuff, this bag here, I mean, my Hidden Woodsman Dayruck 2.0 Joe Robinette Edition pack, I carry it with me, like even at work I carry it. It's got my normal bushcraft tools in it. That hammock you see behind me, I keep it in it. It's Wise Outfitters Featherlight hammock, and I keep it in there. I keep a first aid kit in it. I keep a little toiletry kit in it, and my little possibles pouch with a few different things in it. A poncho. My Bushcraft outfitter still nylon ponchos in it. My set pad, which I ought to be sitting on right now instead of the hardwood of this chair that I made. But yeah, I carry it with me. Like if I'm at work, I'll throw it in there. And but I do carry every time I go somewhere. I carry my Centerline Systems Mother's Canteen pouch with my heavy cover canteen in it. One, I've always got water with me. Two, it's got a little first aid kit in it and a few odd end things. And I got the G-roll attached to the bottom of it. And I've got a Bushcraft Outfitters nylon poncho in it. And so I've got different ways. You know, if I was in a survival situation, I would have, you know, I could be comfortable with that by all means. But you know, where I'm at here in Texas, I mean, that's me being in a survival situation, slim to none. I mean, you can't walk 2 miles most of the time without running to a house or something somewhere. But no, I don't carry a bug out bag per se with me, and I don't even, that expedition bag, Typhoon, that's what it was, the Typhoon. That bag I don't even have anymore. I wound up selling it to a buddy at work. But no, I don't carry it. But I do carry an everyday carry bag, you know, the canteen kit. So that's it. That's the 8 questions. And I appreciate you tagging me at Brian. I've had fun with this. And yeah, I'm going to try to start doing more with YouTube. I got, right now I'm on my phone. That's everything I've done's been on my phone. But I'm saving up to get a camera. I'm wanting a Canon T6i DSLR camera with the Rode mic on it, and I want to be able to do some stuff with camping wise and that kind of thing, and be able to record it with it, and then be able to get on computer and edit it and do it more professionally type. I want to be able to do that. Like I say, right now it's just easier with doing just you know, like I say, my Instagram. I'm kind of really focused on that right now. I like it. Facebook, I don't do Facebook. I got a Facebook, but I don't do Facebook anymore. But yeah, I want to get back into doing some more YouTube YouTube videos. But yeah, hopefully soon I'll get that camera. And this fall and winter, I want to try to do more stuff. My brother-in-law's got some land, quite a bit of land over around the bottoms and the Kickapoo bottoms, and I want to be able to do a couple of things over there. Talk to him about going over and doing an overnighter. And what I want to do is that's kind of where that is like the most remote area that I can get away to, close to where I live. So I want to be able to get dropped off. I want to get my wife to drop me off there one day, and me just hike in with just my day ruck right there behind me, and like wool blanket, and just kind of do a little survival overnight type challenge. And I want to be able to have a nicer camera to be able to record that and do that. So yeah, this fall and winter, hopefully I can get out and do more YouTube videos. Right now it's so hot in Texas. I know it's pretty hot all over, but like today's supposed to get up to 100, and right now the humidity, thank goodness, is not that bad right now, or I'd be drenched in sweat over here. But anyway, that's it. Like I say, thanks Brian for tagging me in this and doing this question and answers, and I'm going to hang out over at my camp for a little while and chill in that hammock back there behind me that you can see, and relax and do a few things. So alright, thank y'all for watching. If you have any comments, just comment below. I'll get back with you. And if you like what you see here, and you like my channel, you know, please subscribe. Like I say, I'm trying to get more videos out as soon as I can. So alright, talk to you later. Hope everybody has a good evening.